Who's in more trouble, the Bills or the Eagles? Both
I thought you were going to
teams
say
have lost back-to-back
you
games.
or me. And I was going to be like, I'm not sure.
That's when you see the records. Again, it's been a brutal
really
season. I've never experienced anything like it. I'm glad these
I'm worse than you.
Don't have money on them. I'm glad these picks
No, just our pride.
That's fine.
With the whole capital region.
I lost my pride years and years and years ago.
Oh, that's sad.
Bills or Eagles after back-to-back losses. This is one of the best college football weekends coming up. Saturday is loaded, and I cannot wait to be in front of a TV when those 3:30 games kick off.
Oh, okay.
The night games are good at 7:30. It's going to be a fun Saturday of college football. And we've got a conversation with Sean and Seamus Evans, the father-son running duo from Galway. They just are coming off another marathon where they PR'd. The times you're going to hear from Sean are insane
They're insane
for an elite runner, let alone two people at once.
Tandem.
But they could use your help, and we'll tell you why coming up here in a little bit on Onorato and Miller. The NBA season gets going. What if I told you Cooper Flagg's first game in the NBA would be against Victor Wembanyama? Would you be interested? I am.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
This is Onorato and Miller, sponsored by Alpen House.
Here we go. Alpen House, Marcella's Novice Performance Industrial with us here every week on Onorato and Miller. We'll get to our awful NFL picks here in a little bit. And a brutal start for the New York Rangers in the NHL. Historically bad.
Oh, I saw a statistic that was pretty shocking.
Yeah, well, we're going to shock the people when we reveal it. But who's in more trouble here, the Bills or the Eagles? Buffalo can't stop the run to save their lives, and Philly's last two games have maybe started to prove what we all thought might be some trouble in Philadelphia. Who are you more worried about?
Personally, more worried about the Bills because I like the Bills. I don't care if the Eagles stink, but I think when it comes down to it, the problems are worse for the Bills.
Why?
Not only can they not stop the run, they're also not lighting the world on fire with their scoring. Like when you can't quite get to 17, that's a problem with this offense. It hasn't been in past years. So for me, it's the Bills because they don't look like the Bills. The Eagles, I'm not as worried about.
Turnovers creeping up a little bit again for Josh Allen, something he had really cut down on. And maybe he feels like this defense isn't that good. I need to play out of my mind. And so he starts taking some more risks or is a little more careless with the football.
And there are some injuries, but
the Eagles roster is better. But it has always felt like things have been teetering with Nick Sirianni. I mean, I know they just won the Super Bowl and they killed the Chiefs in that game. But Eagles fans wanted Sirianni out not that long ago. And so it has always felt like a little bit of a tenuous situation in Philadelphia, despite the talent on the roster. And now without Kellen Moore there calling the plays or Shane Steichen, right, two guys who are head coaches now, their OC now is not going to be a head coach in the NFL. So I don't know. I'm also looking at the divisions. The Jets are terrible and the Dolphins aren't any good. New England's good.
Yeah.
But I would be a little more worried about Washington and Dallas and New York in the NFC East, not winning the division, but presenting themselves as losses on the schedule. We already know that New York has done that once to Philadelphia. So I'm a little more worried about Philly here. Buffalo feels like, whether or not they're all that good,
they're going to get it.
A unit that is together. I think there's division in Philadelphia, and so talent aside, I'm a little worried about the situation there beyond A.J. Brown. Like Saquon Barkley at some point is going to become unhappy with the way he isn't getting the ball. So just feels like a lot of mouths to feed, and I don't know.
Yeah, to me, I think the Bills probably still make the playoffs without question, but I think that division is now up for grabs. And I'm not sure that I believe in the Patriots yet, but they're going to go down to Tennessee and smack the Titans around because that's what everyone does. So after this week, they'll still be in first place. And will they be 5-2?
Yeah. Buffalo's on a bye.
So 4-2. It would concern me a little bit that the Patriots are a little better than maybe people thought they were going to be, that Vrabel's starting to turn this thing around quickly.
Drake May.
And you get that team to start believing in a guy like Drake May, which for all intents and purposes, like the way Stephon Diggs was talking, he believes in him. He compared him to some pretty good quarterbacks. So I think things are interesting there because you get a little bit of momentum and that fan base gets all excited and annoying. And yeah, I think that's definitely a division that the Patriots can win.
Yeah.
You talk about division though, in terms of division within the team. Maybe there's more of that with the Eagles now. But you get another loss or two, and things maybe start to change. In Buffalo, yeah.
Yeah. And we start talking about whether or not Sean McDermott is there.
Which feels like we do every year.
We do a lot, right? As soon as they lose that one big game, it's like, maybe McDermott isn't the guy. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Jets are the only winless team at 0-6.
Woo. We thought the Titans might take the cake, or I thought the Titans might take the cake and not win a game. They did.
Well, they needed the strangest things
that was
possible in Arizona to happen for them to win a game.
They eliminated me in my eliminator pool.
I have the question: what's the biggest concern in Aaron Glenn's first? But I think do you think he could be one and done?
Yes.
And I'm not even saying 0-7, 0-17. Obviously, I think you have to fire the guy. Which still, I don't. It just becomes a cultural thing if you allow an 0-17 coach to come back or a 1-16 coach to come back. He was a really good player for the New York Jets. And it just felt like, boy, this would be so much fun if it worked out. He's got a great personality. Jets fans love him from his playing days. I can't imagine firing him after 1 year. Maybe he doesn't even make it through the year. This is crazy.
Yeah, I think his biggest problem, we've talked about it on the podcast already, is that the defense is horrendous. Yeah. Like they're worse than they were last year with pretty much all the same pieces. So even if you want to blame it on Justin Fields and Justin Fields isn't your guy, you can't blame the defense on Justin Fields.
I know. I just feel like I want to. If I hire a coach,
you want to see it.
I want to see him
I get it.
With a quarterback that I believe is actually capable. Justin Fields is not. Justin Fields is not a starting quarterback in the NFL. If he were your backup, you'd probably go, okay, if I had to play him for 2 to 4 games, maybe we can go 500. But he's not a starting quarterback in the NFL. And obviously, Tyrod Taylor is not either. I would just like to see a guy that I felt enough belief in when I hired him with a quarterback that could win some games.
I know, but can you go 1-16, 0-17 and give him another year to do that?
I know.
And because I don't think, no matter how much, and I don't think the relationship could be established enough, even if you were to say he's in there, the guys love him, like a Dan Campbell, to survive the 0-16, 0-17s, 2-14s.
Yeah.
A guy like that survives because the locker room is so rabidly in love with him. That doesn't seem like the case because there hasn't been a lot of time. But I think losing that much, no matter how much you love a guy, personality-wise, as a coach, I don't know that you can survive it, regardless of the fact that people love him in the locker room. Because there's too much division and too much discontent for that love to outweigh what you're doing.
And I know Glenn said, hey, I do not want Breece Hall to be traded. Of course he wouldn't. Aaron Glenn is literally coaching to save his job.
Yeah.
6 games in.
He's one of the most talented players on the offense.
I have to keep everybody here just to try to win some games. But if you're Woody Johnson, you have to look at it and say, well, we've already paid Sauce Gardner and we've already paid Garrett Wilson. Now, I wouldn't trade Wilson. He was the leading receiver in the NFL going into that London game against Denver. Isn't that unbelievable for the season? So I would keep Garrett Wilson because what I know is going to happen is I'm going to draft a quarterback in the first round next year. I want a star receiver to go with that guy. So you keep Wilson. I think you would like to trade Sauce Gardner, but the contract now becomes almost untradeable. So you have to look at your assets that are desirable to other teams, and that's Breece Hall. I wouldn't want to trade him if I'm Aaron Glenn either, but he is a running back, and they seem to be not interchangeable, but after like the top 5 guys in the NFL, you can kind of make it work with some other running backs. And if you can get a second-round pick for him, I don't know that you could, but maybe a third, it might be worth doing instead of worrying about what you do with him once his contract comes up. Is there a team that needs a running
back that bad?
Good question.
Like, does anyone need a running back that bad anymore? You know what I mean? Like, is someone
the Cardinals could use
with
Breece Hall because of the injuries, but I don't think Arizona's all that good.
Yeah, so are you going to trade to make yourself better when you're not really going to be all that good?
Broncos?
I don't know. Maybe?
Broncos?
Maybe?
Everybody is high on what the Giants have right here with Jackson Dart.
This is the greatest. I like the Blues Brothers. I think this is even funnier.
Yeah, you said that to me, Blues Brothers. And I stole this straight from the internet. Arm and Hammer, pretty good. Dart and Scattaboo. But look at the schedule coming up here, Ash. These are the next 7 games. The week after this will be a bye. And my gosh, it feels like it's going to be a well-earned bye week. At Denver this week, at Philly. Home to the Niners, at Chicago, a team that's over 500. Home to Green Bay, at Detroit, at New England. There isn't a single team here that doesn't have a better than 500 record.
Yes, but I was going to say winnable, and then maybe not the final 3 for them. But they just beat Philadelphia. I don't think the Broncos are as good a team as everyone thought they were at the beginning of the year. Okay. If Brock Purdy isn't healthy, the Niners are beatable.
Mac just lost for the first time.
I get it. And Chicago is Chicago. The first 4 games don't scare me. The final 3, I'd say you probably don't win. I think there's a chance you're 3-4 after those 3 games, or after those 7 games. Sorry.
Okay.
They just feel winnable. None of those. None of that scares me. The final 3 scare me a lot more than the first 4.
I had at Chicago as the only one where, I feel good about that one. Feel good about a chance to win there.
I think a chance to win the first 4, but I don't know if I feel good about anyone outside of Chicago.
Okay. Should we go to Giants-Packers? Is it worth going given what's happening with the Giants right now? Green Bay's good, not great. Certainly not great.
What's the
they had a tough time with the Bengals. It's early to mid-November. So whatever that Sunday is.
Okay. 16th?
I think it's the 16th, not the 9th.
Okay.
So,
I would be.
You're interested.
Sure. Okay. Because you get to see your team, which makes it all the better, and I'm happy to see mine.
Probably a tough ticket now with the way Dart and Scattaboo are going.
Yeah. We don't have that offer on the table, but we can buy tickets.
Well, yeah, that would be the plan there. Okay. All right. So you are not intimidated by this stretch, which I like hearing that.
Listen, here's the deal. The expectations were so low. I think, to be quite honest with you, as a Giants fan of the past 5 years, I've been a Giants fan a lot longer, but if this team were to be 8 and 9, 9 and 8 most years, I think I'd be like, all right.
Yeah.
And they're fun. If they're this kind of fun, I'm cool. I don't need a Super Bowl the playoffs once in a while would be nice. I'm cool. I want to be entertained.
Unless there is an absolute collapse, has Dable already saved his job?
I think so. I think so. But if they go 0 for the rest of the way,
sure.
then maybe not.
Or
but I
even
think
2 for the rest of the way.
I think there has been enough to say, like, you got to give Jackson Dart a real chance, a chance to be a starter for 3 years before you're going to say, like, nope, he can't do it. And obviously Scadaboo, I think, has been a pleasant surprise. I don't know that anyone saw that coming. The Giants will tell you maybe they did, but 4th round pick, God, that's a 4th round pick.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
But the personalities are perfect for New York. Like, people loved Tommy DeVito. Guess what? This is like Tommy DeVito times 10 with just the personalities, the confidence, the fun.
Because I think there's a real belief.
Classic New York.
Tommy DeVito, even though it was fun, you knew this is going to end at some point. Jackson Dart, the belief is maybe the guy can play for 10 years.
But the two of them together feel like a package deal a little bit now, and you don't have one without the other, and they're both kind of fun and enjoying the ride. Like, what do you love more than that?
Look at the names on the bottom of the screen here. Kyle Shanahan, backup quarterback, right, and winning with Mac Jones. He's won with a 7th round pick in Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
He has taken Jimmy Garoppolo to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Jared Goff, too, for that matter, right? No. Why did I say that?
Sean McVay.
Shanahan was in Atlanta when they went with Matt Ryan, I believe. That's right. I think he was the OC then. Sean McVay, look, Matthew Stafford is a Hall of Famer.
Jared Goff probably will be too.
Yes, statistically, he will get there. You're right. And McVay is just known as like this offensive genius or whatever. But the guys who bookend him, Shanahan and Shane Steichen, now winning with Daniel Jones, and the Colts were competitive with guys like Carson Wentz and Matt Ryan. Anthony Richardson's just not a quarterback. He's just not a quarterback, right? I don't know how much of that is coaching or isn't coaching, but how are you not impressed with what they're doing in Indianapolis with Daniel Jones?
Well, I'm not sure if that's as much a quarterback whisperer. I don't exactly know what to call that. I think if you're going to talk quarterback whisperer, you have to go Kyle Shanahan. But the question is it the system? Is it whatever they're running?
System.
I get it.
Okay.
I get it. But is it just a system that is going to fit most and the pieces around those guys in San Francisco? I don't know, but he's got to be the one you say yes, because he's done more with less than any of those guys. You've given Sean McVay 2 Hall of Famers. And while plenty of people out there, he's basically had a top 5 offense every year he's been a head coach, which is really impressive. But you've given him 2 potentially Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Kyle Shanahan has done more with less talent, you would argue, just from a quarterback perspective, than any of those guys. And Daniel Jones could still be a little bit of a fluke.
Yeah, could be. And maybe Shanahan, quarterback whisperer, not quarterback talent evaluator. That Trey Lance thing went sideways.
Well, it's
pretty quickly.
I mean, it's one of the worst draft picks in the history of the NFL.
Because he
you gave up so much,
and because you gave
up 3 first-round picks for that guy.
Exactly. Carol's here. Carol's always. She would never miss as long as we make it known the day and the time.
And sometimes we don't. Today at 5:30 on
said it on TV a couple of times, so I think Carol caught it. And Jeff, always good to see you, buddy. Things are getting busy for Jeff up in Glens Falls with the Adirondack Thunder. All right, let's take a quick break here on Onorato and Miller. Our conversation with Sean and Seamus Evans, still to come, that father-son running duo. They ran across the country. They ran the Boston Marathon. They ran the Tokyo Marathon.
They ran the Mississippi.
So
across the country one way,
They just ran the Steamtown Marathon in Pennsylvania, and they already have their sights on what's next, but they need a new running chair for Seamus. So we are trying to help them out to get that done for them. All right, let's take a break here on Onorato and Miller. We are back in a minute.
Imagine coming home after a long day and slipping into your own personal hot tub from Wellness Spas. Let the stress of the day melt away as you soak in the therapeutic benefits of the water. Our team at Alpenhaus wants to help you relax and enjoy the advantages of owning your very own hot tub. Now offering a whole new lineup from Wellness Spas, featuring models from their City Life and Peak Life lines. Alpenhaus Pools and Hot Tubs. Visit us at Clifton Park Center and Route 30 in Amsterdam.
At Marcella's Appliance Center, our commitment is to you, providing essential appliances that families depend on for cooking, refrigeration, cleaning, and sanitation, plus appliance repair. You can have peace of mind that Marcella's is here for you today and every day, like we have been since 1957, helping you make the right choice with trusted brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and many more. Shop Marcella's Appliance Center in-store, online, or by phone. We're here for you.
And now, back to Onorato and Miller. Sponsored by Alpenhaus.
All right, back on Onorato and Miller. Huge college football weekend coming up. This is right up your. I mean, let's just. I don't. You know, it feels like we
Do it.
relive this all the time. Victor is right or wrong that
It's time.
this.
It's time. Clean it up.
Victor's been a fan for the Yanks forever.
Clean it all
Victor's
out.
seen some really good years, and now some lean years.
Listen, I've seen some really good years too. I can't call myself a fan for 47 years, but I would say 30-ish years.
Yeah.
32,
Yeah.
something like that.
Okay.
Grew up with a Red Sox fan dad. Couldn't be a bigger Yankees fan.
So their 90s run is vivid to you.
Yeah, I would say the most memorable thing, unfortunately, was 2001. When the loss to the Diamondbacks is literally what has been ingrained in my brain. Because I think it was the most painful of ever. You know what I mean? It was such a big disappointment.
That one bothers you more than 03 ALCS or 04,
but it's like the first.
04 ALCS
It's one, not my first memory because I was 15 at that time, but it's one of the first ones that really stuck.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, the losing always hurts way more than the winning.
Mm-hmm.
The winning, they did a lot of winning in the 90s and they were fun, but that Yankee, I hate Luis Gonzalez. I hate him. I hate him. He breaks my heart. I don't even hate him. I don't hate him as a human. It breaks my heart. Now 2000.
The two most painful losses for Yankees in recent memory all started in a way with stealing second base off Mariano Rivera. Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Tony Womack in that 0-1 World Series Game 7. I believe it was Womack anyway. And then Counsell was the guy who scored. I think I've got that right. And then, of course, Dave Roberts in 04.
Yeah, 04 was, man, I say one of the worst sporting moments of my life.
Through some bad 80s years,
yeah,
but good at the end of the 70s. Reggie Jackson.
Look, 2009 is a really long time. In Yankees fans' life, I know people used to joke about it. We were in the World Series last year. 2009 is a very long time ago.
Yeah.
To not win a World Series. There are plenty of fans out there who have won multiple World Series since then.
The Cubs have won more recently.
Yeah, it's a little bit heartbreaking. But yes, my worst sports memory moments of my life generally involve the Yankees and Syracuse.
Yeah.
That's about how it goes. But 2001, 2004, I was a freshman in college. It was, I don't even want to talk about it. I had a roommate who was a diehard Red Sox fan. I have never wanted to crawl into a hole more in my whole life.
NBA season tips off Tuesday night. Doubleheader on NBC.
Oh.
And Peacock.
Can you believe it?
Rockets and Thunder.
Getting into the basketball game.
Bummed for Houston. The Fred VanVleet injury is that one's brutal. And then the defending champs against OKC. Yeah, they'll have to play probably I don't know if Amen Thompson plays point for them.
Well, he grew up playing point.
Yep.
So he can probably do it.
So that might work. So KD, his Rockets debut against the defending champs in the Thunder, and then Warriors, Lakers, probably no LeBron. He is going to miss, sounds like
sciatica,
2 or 3 weeks. But skinny Luka against the Warriors.
Isn't it so funny that when he got traded, it was like, he's doughy, he's fat, he doesn't want to work hard.
These were true things.
Like he can, sure, but like he can't lose the weight. Well, it happened pretty quick. He decided he wanted to do it, and look at him now.
I think Dallas felt like he's just not motivated enough to lose the weight, and maybe the trade. I think being all around LeBron, who will set a record when LeBron steps on the court for the first time this season, he will set a record as the only player to play 23 NBA seasons.
It's amazing.
23. I was in college when LeBron James made his NBA debut.
It's not that long ago. Jeez. It's crazy.
23 years.
It's so impressive. And it's not like, and here's the difference. He's not the first guy off the bench.
Yeah.
He's in the starting lineup.
He's a top 10 player
every night, and is at least a top 15 player. Yeah. Like, this is a guy who is playing at an insane level. His body, aside from his sciatica, his body is insane. To be able to do what he's doing is absolutely crazy in a sport that it's not baseball. Yeah. Like, no offense, you could be 45 and play baseball at a high enough level to just sprint between, you know what I mean? Like, you're getting after it, up and down.
The sentiment from Sam here is
everybody gets tired of a winner.
Jordan in the 90s.
Yeah. And I liked both of those guys, so I don't get tired of either of them, but I was tired of Steph and the Warriors for a long time because I was like, okay, enough already. I'm done with them because I don't really like them.
Yeah.
So it kind of depends on which way you lean. I love LeBron. Can't get enough.
Yeah. Victor's a Nets fan. I don't know how that one's going to go for you. And Melissa's checking in.
Hi there.
Brooklyn, anything to get excited about with Brooklyn? Maybe. I think they drafted the point guard out of BYU, who I really liked. I'm not going to come up with his name now until I look it up in the commercial break, but he was a freshman at BYU. Love his style and ability. Need to see him make shots with more efficiency in order to be really good.
Igor Demon?
Igor Demon. Yep. Big fan. Big fan.
Overall.
But he's got to make some shots to be a really effective
6'9" point guard.
Yeah, he was
a tall point guard.
Especially at BYU, and they had a heck of a season. The Cougars did. The following night, so that's Tuesday night, that doubleheader on NBC, News Channel 13, Peacock. The Knicks the next night will host the Cavs. Intriguing matchup, but all eyes on this one. Cooper Flagg and the Mavericks taking on Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs.
I mean, they know what they're doing, don't they?
No doubt.
Welcome to the league, Cooper.
Yep.
Good luck driving to the hole on that dude.
No Kyrie, still with that ACL injury, but Anthony Davis looks like he will be ready to go. So that'll be fun. I get geeked out over the NBA. I don't watch I don't watch as much of it as I would like, but maybe I'll sneak some of.
I do not get geeked out over the NBA, but I would watch that.
Okay, well, 9:30 next Wednesday night.
I will not watch that.
Too late for you.
I'll watch the first quarter, half. Although we'll be maybe in a World Series at that point, so forget it. I'll be watching baseball.
Yeah, this is just kind of funny. Carol will yell at me later for putting it up here. But we're in a football state of mind here. That's Kevin Herter and the Chicago Bulls, right?
The Bulls, yeah.
And Jay's team name here for Igor Demon.
Igor Demon.
Yeah. Okay. Herter with the Bulls. I don't know. I don't know what to make of Chicago. They gave Billy Donovan a contract extension, so he's there, which is kind of nice.
I like it for him. We've said that, yeah. I mean, I think Billy is a guy that players like to play for. But I think there's opportunity there. You don't have the crazy star power on a team like the Bulls, which means maybe you don't win as much. But I think it gives an opportunity for you to piece together a team with more players like Kevin Herter, who are going to be role players. So I like the opportunity for Kevin.
Last year of his contract? I believe it's the last year of his contract.
I don't know. Find out.
Yeah.
Can you stop asking questions you don't know the answer to? That's your rule.
It's the cardinal sin in live radio or TV. Never ask a question you don't know the answer to.
Then Ashley has to look it up. Oh my God, he's only 27. That's insane.
Then you're checking Spotrac and who the heck knows.
Spotrac.
Our NFL picks still to come here.
They're awful. Don't stay for them. Just kidding. Do. Make fun of us.
Pick against us. Right?
Yeah.
Pick against us. Brian's checking in. Always good to have you with us, Brian. A little early here as we do the show live on a Wednesday, ahead of a big college football weekend. And we had a busy weekend last weekend, which
this past
we posted about on social media, but it was good to see a lot of people at Mark Mulholland's event, Kelly's Angels 15 years. So Bob Kovacic.
We did.
He looked phenomenal.
He was, and this is no lie, the most popular man in the place.
Yep. The mustache was glorious.
Most popular man in the place.
Yeah.
It was, people were coming up to him, wanted pictures, wanted to talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
It's not dead yet. Television news is not dead yet.
That's
People
right.
love him.
Yeah, it was good to see Bobby K there. Yeah, good stuff. All right, well, are we going to get an all West Coast World Series? Is that good for baseball? Back on Onorato Miller right after this.
The great thing about novices, no matter who you are, they're going to put all the detail in the world into your brand. I feel like they have been a big part of my success, making me feel comfortable. This is Harrison Butker, Super Bowl champion kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs. Claim your crown.
Get ready for the thrill of a lifetime with Tracker fishing boats. Available at Alpenhaus. Feel the rush as you reel in your trophy catch, supported by Tracker's unmatched stability. Prepare to conquer any challenge with cutting-edge tech at your fingertips and the freedom to explore without limits. Make waves this season and experience the ultimate fishing adventure with Tracker fishing boats at Alpenhaus. Your source for fun since 1964.
The great thing about novices, no matter who you are, they're going to put all the detail in the world into your brand. I feel like they have been a big part of my success, making me feel comfortable. This is Harrison Butker, Super Bowl champion kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs. Claim your crown.
And now, back to Onorato and Miller. Sponsored by Alpenhaus.
All right, live on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
And
Messing with the
the
people.
Mariners and Dodgers are both up 2-0 as the road teams. Yo.
Yowzers.
Yo.
Who are you rooting for? The Dodgers. You're rooting for the Dodgers.
I have a soft spot for the Dodgers.
I know.
Because of my uncle. And I love Freddie Freeman.
You do.
But sometimes enough is enough. You're
already done with them?
Well, no. I'm not.
Wow.
But it wouldn't break my heart to see somebody like a team like the Mariners win, right? First time ever. Yeah. Brewers. Can we get there? I don't know.
I am.
Sam, with a little bit of love here at Mark's event. You did. You looked wonderful in the dress.
Oh,
and
thanks.
Yeah, it was nice putting the tuxedo on for the first time in a long time. Now, look at this guy. Jason Romano. What a guy.
We did this last week, I think. Or no, 2 weeks ago we did this, and you were surprised by my answer. Probably wouldn't be the same.
I haven't heard from Jay in a while, man. It is so good to hear from you. He is, Sports Spectrum is blowing up. Incredible what he has really helped build there. He wants to know who's the best team in the NFL right now. He is a big-time Cowboys fan. It's not the Cowboys.
Them. Definitely not them.
There's family history with the Eagles. It's not the Eagles.
Who is it?
Best team right now or most feared team right now? Because the best team right now
is it playing like
could be Tampa.
No, get out of here.
Okay.
Maybe they're playing the best right now. They're not the best team in the NFL. How could that be possible? You know I love the Bucs. I will pick the Bucs, and it'll be my only win every week. I'll be 1-4 for the rest of eternity, and the Bucs aren't the best team in the NFL.
Okay. Why? Based on record, you could make the argument that they are. You could make the argument Baker Mayfield's the MVP right now.
I don't disagree.
Okay.
They're winning by the skin of their teeth. It's going to come up. It'll fall apart at some point. It will fall. It's a bad division. It'll all fall apart at some point. And that doesn't mean they won't make the playoffs, because they probably will, but they'll get beat by a good team. I just don't know if they're a good team. I like them. They're fun.
What team is better in the NFC right now than Tampa?
Oh, not
Detroit? You'd say?
maybe. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I thought they were the best team in the NFL 2 weeks ago.
And then look what happened.
They're probably not.
Right? They were scoring 30 plus on everybody, and then they weren't.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
Let me throw this one out here.
I don't know anything about the NFL. This is what you should learn very quickly. I have no idea. What I think I know, I don't know.
I hope Jay is still with us on this because
he's here.
Okay. I'm going to throw one more out there, and I'd love to get his reaction. The Chiefs.
Well, I think eventually, and this is how it always goes. Even when they're not, they're in the conversation to be the best team in the NFL.
Rashee Rice coming back I think everybody's making a little too much out of Rashee Rice coming back from suspension here, but he will help, obviously. We understand the difference a guy like Xavier Worthy makes in their offense.
Let's throw up some comments.
So Jay's on Detroit.
Yeah, I think it's possible. If you said right now, $1 million, who's winning the Super Bowl? I couldn't tell. That's who I'd put my money on, and I would not feel good about it. I wouldn't feel good about it at all. Please, not the Chiefs. Yeah. Listen, I think a lot of people are tired of the Chiefs for the very same reasons we talked about.
Yeah. Yep, no doubt about it. Sam says, how about the Colts? A little love for the Colts?
No. Not a little love. I mean, Daniel Jones cannot be the quarterback of the best team in the NFL. I am just absolutely convinced of it. And I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. It can't be him.
Yeah.
Can't be.
Yeah.
I love Zaire Franklin more than anyone in the world.
Brian's on him too.
No, forget it. Good God, people. I can't. It would break my heart if they were legitimately good.
Yeah. Look, Jonathan Taylor is a monster.
Yeah. Speaking of MVPs.
Yes.
It wouldn't be Daniel Jones. It would be that guy.
Yes, no doubt. You know, at the beginning of the year, I picked the Baltimore Ravens to win the Super Bowl.
Yes, you did. Nothing makes me feel better than that because my record is going to be poo. So at least you picked the Ravens. I don't remember who I picked. Probably the Bills. I think I picked the Bills. Still a possibility.
Just terrible. Just terrible.
Who would have thought? I don't know anyone who would have believed if you said at the beginning of the year their record will be.
Yeah.
I don't think you would believe it.
No.
Have they won 2 games?
No.
1 game?
Yes.
Awful. That's bad. Bad news. 1 game. And even with Lamar Jackson injured, still, he played enough. You got to be more than 1 game.
And the weird things happened as Jeff is still hoping for the Bills here, right? Critical turnover in Buffalo to start the season, right? A game the Ravens should have won.
And that was Henry.
Yes. And then you get another turnover a couple of weeks later in a game that you should have won, and that was Mark Andrews. It can't happen. It just can't happen. Yeah. Jay says.
So maybe Jay doesn't know how this works, but I don't know because I'm not really sure what he's referring.
Okay.
So Jay, we see the comments and we decide to let them fly. So we know it's coming. So we're not quite as soothsayery as you might think.
Okay. Maybe that's.
But maybe he's thinking they're just saying what we're saying, which is possible.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's take a break here on Onorato and Miller. When we come back, our conversation with Sean and Seamus Evans, right? That father-son running duo from Galway, still doing big things in the marathon world, and they want to continue this journey. Seamus is a sophomore at UAlbany. They want to run Chicago, New York, and maybe even some more international marathons that ASICS will help them out with, but they need a new running chair. Our conversation with Sean and Shay in a minute.
Fest is back at Alpen House Saturday, October 18th. We're bringing the party to all 3 locations, Amsterdam, Clifton Park, and High Adventure in Latham. Enjoy food, craft beer, live music, plus a huge tent sale with big savings on equipment and apparel. And we're throwing it back with retro pricing on ski tuning, getting your setup dialed in for the same prices we charged back in 1964. It's all happening Saturday, October 18th at Ski-Toberfest, only at Alpen House. The season starts here.
At Marcella's Appliance Center, our commitment is to you, providing essential appliances that families depend on. For cooking, refrigeration, cleaning, and sanitation, plus appliance repair, you can have peace of mind that Marcella's is here for you today and every day, like we have been since 1957, helping you make the right choice with trusted brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and many more. Shop Marcella's Appliance Center in-store, online, or by phone. We're here for you.
And now, back to Onorato and Miller. Sponsored by Alpenhaus.
Look who we've got live on the patio with us this morning.
Yeah.
Sean and Seamus Evans, Ainsley's Angels, the father-son running duo from Galway, New York. You ran across America 10 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, it's hard to believe.
10 years ago, the Boston Marathon as well, and you just set a record at the Steamtown Marathon. There's nothing you guys can't do, but I know we're going to tell people that you need some help to continue this mission and this journey. Shay, you're a sophomore at UAlbany now.
I am,
How
yeah.
are classes going?
They're good. It's really busy, but I love it there.
And you're still with the band?
Still with the band, yep. Playing on the game this Saturday.
Yeah. He's a full-grown person now.
Oh my gosh,
that
yeah.
you are using to propel you. I know, as you say, he carries you across those finish lines. What was it like at Steamtown to break a record?
Oh my gosh, it was surreal. You know what we did on Sunday in Steamtown. I couldn't have fathomed, 10 years ago when we kind of started this journey and Seamus started to come up with the dream of running across America, for us to run 2:45, 10 minutes faster than we had ever run before. And I don't know if you saw, but during the race, Seamus actually pulled us to a 3:55 mile, which is like,
come on.
As I'm approaching 50, for us to run a sub 4-minute mile down the hills in Pennsylvania. I mean, it's unbelievable.
And it was Boston where you ran 2:55?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys obviously do so much, do such great work. What would you say your favorite journey has been together? Was it that recent record that you broke?
What do you think?
That would be one of them, but I'd say probably our favorite journey was our trip to Tokyo last February.
Yeah, we were following you with that, yeah.
The Tokyo Marathon, you guys were the first tandem runners in the history of that race, right? I know there were others that were included as well for the first time ever. But that race across America is what started all of this mission of inclusion, delivering riding chairs along your way from Washington State to New York City. It's almost like you're welling up here a little bit, Sean, thinking about that 10 years ago. How do you feel like your message continues to be received today?
I would say there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about that run across America, and how Seamus kind of had to convince our family to make it happen. It's unbelievable what we've accomplished since then. And I had a 12-year solo running career, but now 13 years Seamus and I have been running together, and we always say better together, and really that's what it's all about. We've had such an incredible journey together, and I look forward to what he comes up with next.
Obviously you enjoy doing these things together, but what keeps you going? I mean, you've already done so much, right?
Yeah, I mean, really, it's all the other people out there. Our mission is all about inclusion for people with disabilities and getting them involved in things that they might not otherwise have the opportunity to do. That's what keeps us going. Inspiring others, motivating others.
Right.
It's on your screen, donate.ainsleysangels.org. Join Team Sean, Team Seamus. They need your help. Seamus needs a new riding chair that's just better equipped for him and for Sean to push as well. Shay, it would be understandable. You've outgrown some of your other riding chairs. How essential would this new equipment be for you?
Yeah, it would be pretty awesome to get it, because the one that I'm currently in is tight around me, and I've gotten bigger since we first got it, and I'm taller now, so it needs to be longer, and this new chair would help out a lot.
College will do that to you.
It will.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Sean, you was it Tokyo where you had a malfunction and you basically had to kind of figure it out along the way? Again, a new riding chair for Seamus would change the game for you guys. And beyond that, it would just allow you to continue doing what you've done. This is essential.
Yeah, 100%. And these chairs, unfortunately, they aren't covered by insurance, and they aren't inexpensive. They're specialized equipment. And yeah, I mean, it's a game changer for us to be able to get some new wheels for Seamus so that we can continue to do what we do. And really, you know, running is just a part of it. It's one way publicly that people can see what we do, but Seamus, you know, is involved in all kinds of things. And this is running, you know, races gives us a public forum for people to be able to see that.
Yeah, how are you collecting donations? How can people help?
Yeah, I mean, through our online donation site is really the place that people can do it most easily. Okay. In addition, you know, they can purchase our book called Better Together. Obviously, that supports the mission as well.
Yep, and again, that's donate.ainsleysangels.org. You look for Team Sean and Team Seamus to make your donation there. And if it has to be tricked out like a NASCAR car with a bunch of logos from sponsors, sign them up, that's for sure. Whatever gets the job done here to keep this mission going. And the book, again, as Sean said, is Better Together. Thanks for being out on the patio.
Yeah, thanks
so much for having us.
You've run in worse weather than this.
That's for sure.
The fall open house at Alpen House RV is here. And due to popular demand, we've decided to extend the sale through the end of October. Take home a brand new travel trailer for only $127 a month, or upgrade to a new fifth wheel for just $353 a month. Alpen House, your total camping outfitter.
The great thing about Novice is no matter who you are, they're going to put all the detail in the world into your brand. I feel like they have been a big part of my success, making me feel comfortable. This is Harrison Butker, Super Bowl champion kicker for the Kansas City Chiefs. Claim your crown.
Imagine coming home after a long day and slipping into your own personal hot tub from Wellness Spas. Let the stress of the day melt away as you soak in the therapeutic benefits of the water. Our team at Alpen House wants to help you relax and enjoy the advantages of owning your very own hot tub. Now offering a whole new lineup from Wellness Spas, featuring models from their City Life and Peak Life lines. Alpen House Pools and Hot Tubs. Visit us at Clifton Park Center and Route 30 in Amsterdam.
And now, back to Onorato and Miller. Sponsored by Alpen House.
Always good catching up with the Evans boys, as Carol
says.
Quite inspiring. No doubt about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. You feel like what can't they do? What won't they do?
Yeah, it's when you tell people, I still do events now occasionally. Mm-hmm. And I always, when I can't think of something to talk about, when there is nothing to inspire me, to inspire whoever is in the room, I always go back to them. I always go back to that story and just the things that they did and have done and continue to do.
Yeah.
It's almost unbelievable. You have to use it to tell people and to inspire other people because it's amazing. I mean, they averaged 53 miles a day or something insane on that run across America. And he ran every single day of it. Like went through, I think it was like 10 pairs of sneakers, 12 pairs of sneakers, something insane like that. Couldn't put calories in his body. He was consuming like 10 to 12,000 calories a day, maybe more than that. I mean, just the stuff that they had to do physically, mentally. You think you can't do something? Ask those guys. They'll tell you you can do anything.
Yeah, crazy. It is a whale.
Yes.
It's a whale. Yep.
Vineyard Vines.
Right. Yeah, it's a whale. Any other questions?
What do we got out there? Anything
nothing.
else on the comments?
We got a lot to do here on the show before we say goodbye in the last 10 minutes we have here. Look at this slate. 5 games ranked on ranked. LSU Vandy at noon. Hello. Ole Miss Georgia 3:30. Tennessee Alabama night game. USC Notre Dame night game. Those are both 7:30 games. And then you want a late nighter. You got it. Utah and BYU. Come on.
Ole Miss Georgia for me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ole Miss Georgia. Love it. That's my must watch.
LSU Vandy's a big one. Both have one loss. It's an elimination game for Notre Dame.
No doubt.
If they don't beat USC, they're out. So it'd be a third loss. But look at their ranking, which tells you if they win out, they will be a top 12 team because they're already back up to 13 here. I can't wait. We've got a big fundraiser at the Speckled Pig. Our buddies Jeff and Greg Stack doing a breast cancer awareness fundraiser there.
You're going to be there watching football?
I will be there for the early. You know me, I do early. I like early.
You do.
I'll be there early. I might be home right around kickoff of those 7:30 games.
Yeah.
Tennessee Bama would be. I think that's a good one too.
Yeah.
We didn't touch on this because it happened.
Insane.
Okay.
I know. It happened 3 days ago.
James Franklin's out, 3 straight losses. Oregon, UCLA, Northwestern. Did it have to happen in season? Did it seem all the more unbelievable because of the $50 million buyout?
Well, sure.
No and yes.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think it had to happen, but you lose. Listen, the longer he's there, the more likelihood of maybe recruits not getting on board or guys decommitting or who you had. A change was going to happen. Why wait? Right? Why wait?
Yeah. The expectations were as high as they've ever been for a James Franklin coached Penn State team. It was basically people ahead of the season talking about this is a national championship contender. This is a team
ranked
that
2 to start the year.
This is a team that will make the college football playoff and should and could be in the national championship game.
In the semifinal last year.
They will not make the college football playoff. Because of that, he's got to go. I mean, like they've underachieved in the biggest games of his career in Happy Valley.
Right.
So far, it has always been he can't win the big one. He can't win the big. Well, then you lost the big one, and then the 2 after that, and now you got to go. They're ready to eat that money. It doesn't matter. They'll get it paid by donors to bring in the next best thing.
Yeah. So who's on the short list here? Here are some names. And I just say, who says no? On this list, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. Who says no? Matt Rule from Nebraska. Kurt Signetti from Indiana. Marcus Freeman, Notre Dame. Mike Elko, Texas A&M. Clark Lee, Vanderbilt. Who says no? Matt Rule say no?
I don't think Matt Rule
says no. Signetti doesn't leave Indiana.
Can he leave? He has such a good thing going. He's got a better team in Indiana than they do in Penn State.
Understood, but the resources and backing and facilities.
Marcus Freeman probably says no too, even though he shouldn't.
You would leave Notre Dame for Penn State.
You want to win a national championship?
Who beat who in the playoffs last year?
I'm just saying.
Notre Dame beat Penn State.
Listen.
And Notre Dame.
The knock is always they can't recruit athletes because they're too smart. They have to be too smart to be on that
He's
team.
finding a way to do it. And in the age of NIL, it almost doesn't.
He's one loss, a USC loss away from being out of the playoff. We just talked about it. Oh, I gotcha.
There's no way Marcus Freeman, an Ohio State grad, is leaving Notre Dame to go to Penn State. No way.
I said he says no.
Oh, no. I think you said he wouldn't say no.
No,
You're talking about Marcus Freeman leaving Notre Dame.
No, he would say no, but I think he should say yes.
Okay.
That's the difference. He would say no because he loves
That's where I'm
Notre
having
Dame.
an issue, I think.
No,
right.
yeah. I think he should say yes.
Would you leave A&M to go to Penn State?
At this point, probably not.
You'd leave Vanderbilt to go to Penn State.
Oh, of course you would. I don't think he's going to get the offer.
So I think you have 3 guys, Rule, Signetti, and Lee on this list.
Rule for me feels like too much of a wild card and not quite a Penn State guy, although Penn State is as hateable as it gets.
Had a lot of success at Temple,
Yep.
same state.
Yeah,
Okay.
I get it.
All right.
I think Signetti says no.
And look, sometimes certain guys just don't fit certain situations. I don't know that Signetti fits Penn State and vice versa.
Yeah.
Like it kind of took his, bravado and rogue attitude to go to a program that was hapless.
Mm-hmm.
And look at what he's done, to your point.
He's won everywhere. I win everywhere.
Google him.
Google me.
Okay, Sam makes a good point here. I didn't even put it together. You're right, Sam. Franklin came from Vandy. I can't imagine they're going to hire another Vandy guy after that. But Clark Lee's doing a heck of a job at Vanderbilt.
He's not going.
You can't deny that. Yeah. All right. We got more business to do.
And now, Dirty, Difficult, and Done. Sponsored by Performance Industrial.
Performance Industrial, never a job that's too dirty or too difficult for them to get it done. Bill Miller's great squad there. 0-3 start at home for the New York Rangers, shut out in all 3 games.
This was the stat that I couldn't believe.
First team ever to be shut out in their first 3 home games.
Hadn't scored a goal in the Garden.
5 games, 5 total goals scored.
Not only are they making it look difficult to score, they're making it difficult for their fans to watch because they're getting not a thing to cheer about.
Yeah.
Like, you don't really cheer all that hard for a big goalie save. You cheer for goals. No goals.
I'm very upset about it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's difficult to watch.
And you're grateful for it.
Yep, I'm very, very upset.
Torn up.
This will make you throw up. Here are our picks from last week.
Also difficult to watch.
Okay. These are our picks from last week. And so I'm not going to say anything. You have to look at the screen. These are our records. Okay.
Awful.
Moving on. Here we go. 3 minutes to go in the show. We've got our NFL picks. Rams and Jags play that 9:30 kick in London. Might as well be a second home for Jacksonville, but we both are taking the Rams here.
Field goal.
Yeah, and I don't know that I feel great about it. I'm a big fan of Jacksonville. The defense is very good, but the Rams have a good defense.
Maybe no Puka.
Yeah, I know.
Potentially.
Yeah. Rams. All right, moving on. Eagles and Vikings here.
They got to figure it out. That's it. That's all. The Eagles have to figure it out.
And
they win 3 in a row, and it's going to be over.
Still, even though he is practicing this week, probably no J.J. McCarthy. So I don't have a lot of faith in what Wentz is going to do for Minnesota, and I'm with you. This is just the better team.
Got to figure it out.
They're just the better team. Giants and Broncos. Here's where we start to differ.
Let's go. Arm and Hammer.
I say thin air, mile high problem for the Giants. Denver's defense makes it really difficult on Jackson Dart. I'm going multiple turnovers for Dart, and the Broncos cover the 6.5.
Keep it within a touchdown. And listen, if it is a touchdown, that doesn't do me any good.
No.
I'll lose by half a point.
Yep.
I think they keep it within a touchdown. So I went with my team, and I think Chris will probably pick the Broncos.
Yep.
So I'm going to pick the Giants.
Yep.
I need some wins here.
We start to go very
Holy
different
cow, I need
here.
some wins.
Commanders and Cowboys, you're on the home dog. I'm taking Washington to bounce back from the loss on Monday night to the Bears.
Not good. Not good. The Commanders have not impressed me.
No, I
the
know.
Cowboys haven't either, but they're
Dallas's defense is terrible. I think Jaden Daniels has a huge game.
Okay. All right, well, then I'll lose if that's the case.
But Dak is playing at an MVP level.
Well, that's what everyone says, but if you're not winning games, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
They're winning enough games right now. Winning enough games. Falcons and Niners here. I am just
Spur of the moment.
Yeah, I'm just going. The Niners, a ton of injuries. As always, it feels like with this team. Fred Warner lost for the season. I'm just going. This is a Kyle Shanahan pick.
Oh, your quarterback.
Scratch out the SF and put KS in there. I'm picking Kyle Shanahan to win, not San Francisco.
I'm making an overreactive, spur of the moment, knee jerk, like ride the Falcons because they're hot. They were impressive against the Bills. 49ers are injured. I'm picking the Falcons.
Here are the picks. Rams, Eagles,
God, let's hope I
Broncos, Commanders,
have an above
Niners.
500
Rams, Eagles, Giants, Cowboys, Falcons.
Ugh.
On the way out here, what do we got? Sam, yeah, sorry, man. Not pretty.
No.
Everybody have a great weekend. Thanks for always finding us here on Onorato and Miller. We will see you next week.